Etymotic is back, baby. So, last night I went to a club for the first time with a few friends. And I did not drink alcohol the entire time. It's kind of funny because, like, one of the guys was trying to get me to drink alcohol a few times, but, you know, even peer pressure is not possible to make me drink alcohol because my resolve is simply too high, and I have no reason to ever drink alcohol or anything similar, including, like, nicotine and other things. So what I ended up doing is just getting Diet Cokes at the bar, and I had a good time, but this would not have been possible without these. And the reason for this is obviously very simple. The music in there is simply incredibly loud. I pulled out Decibel X on my phone, and it said that the loudness was 100 dB. I don't know if this is accurate. I mean, I'm measuring it on an iPhone 12 Pro, but according to the NIOSH safety standards, only 15 minutes of 100 dB SPL exposure is needed for permanent hearing damage to be imminent. And without these, like, I definitely would have taken permanent hearing damage. And it's crazy because I was literally the only person there wearing earplugs, and it's just sad that literally everyone there besides myself has experienced severe hearing damage. And obviously not everyone is audiophiles and maybe they don't care about their hearing, but what they need to understand is that hearing can't be recovered. And I guess for like the people who are like already so far gone and losing their hearing, maybe it's like too late for them. But if you haven't gone to any of these clubs before in your life, please listen to me and get some earplugs if you do want to go, because 100% you will damage your hearing if you don't. I also want to add that the NIOSH exposure limits are A-weighted, and when I listen to music with my earphones, I listen at 83 dB because that is the loudness songs are mastered at by major mastering studios. Here's the frequency response of the Etymotic ETY. It attenuates lower frequencies less, but we have like minus 16 dB. The blue is for these ones, by the way, and minus 16 dB in lower frequencies, and then in the higher, more sensitive frequencies, we're at minus 20 dB, and same with like 2000 minus 25. And then we have a treble peak at like 4000 hertz. I don't know, like I felt like the treble did sound a bit harsh when I was using these, but I also felt it was harsh when I first walked in before immediately covering my ears like this and like walking to the bathroom to put these on. Because so yeah, maybe it's that the treble is not tuned well enough on these, or that the club speakers have boosted treble, or a combination of the two. But I don't think it's like that important since it's not like an audiophile listening environment anyways. But one thing I will say is that the bass of this place was quite impressive. I was pretty shocked by how low it was getting and how loud it was with no distortion whatsoever. Like, I've never experienced a system that crazy in the bass before, so as an audiophile, I will say that that was actually pretty cool. But yeah, obviously without these, it wouldn't have been possible. And it's kind of funny because my friend there is like, goes to these places quite frequently, and he was telling me like, jokingly, that he was strengthening his ears by not wearing earplugs at this club. And so yeah, the fact that so many people can even like tolerate these volumes is enough proof that their hearing is complete garbage. And it's sad because they can't get it back, and maybe, they'll have to get hearing aids in like 10 years or something. And yeah, so I guess for these Ety plugs, you insert them like so, pull back the ear and put them in. You can kind of see them, but they are relatively inconspicuous, I guess. The interesting thing though is that I was still able to hear conversations clearly when like people were trying to talk to me or like up to my ear, and it's not like anyone else can like hear conversations when like people are just like trying to talk without like going up to your ear, since it's so loud in there anyway. But yeah, with these I was actually able to enjoy the musical experience at the club because I think the DJ was pretty good. The music he played was quite good for the scenario. I didn't really feel like any song he played was like not adequate. So yeah, it was a fun experience, and I would even say that if I drank alcohol or like did anything else, it would have been a less fun experience because I need to have my brain at its highest at all times, because that's how I enjoy things the most. Comfort-wise, these are not the best, I guess, but I'm somewhat more used to these than the average person would be because I've worn Etymotics for a while, but even then, these are still like not very comfortable, but I could still get used to it and forget about it after a little bit since I wore Etymotic for a long time already, I guess. So yeah, I suppose that is the end of my video on the Etymotic Ety plugs and my experience at a nightclub for the first time. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'd like to give a shout out to Jonas, Ninja Coma 3, Diamas Bringas, Castle4141, Vsauce4, Wadiacre, Cinevery, from the Patreon, Yuli, Felix, Maldbill, Christopher Yu, the Audiophile Reaper, Tripped, Minilis, Gabby D, Fofo from the Discord. I'd like to give a shout out to Tripped once again, and Base Gamer. Thank you guys a lot for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Be sure to join the Apple House Sound Discord server, linked in the description if you haven't. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.